Stop. Everything you are doing to improve yourself is making you worse. Alan Watts once pointed to a strange paradox at the heart of human life. That the more you try to fix yourself, the more you strengthen the very problem you are trying to escape. And if you look closely, you might begin to see this operating in your own life right now. You are currently engaged in a civil war where you are both the oppressor and the victim. Every time you say, "I need to improve myself," you are making an admission of failure. You are telling the universe that who you are right now is a mistake that needs fixing. But here is the trap. The you that is trying to do the improving is the exact same you that needs to be improved. It's like trying to bite your own teeth. It's like a fire trying to burn itself. Every ounce of effort you put into becoming better is just a sophisticated way of running away from reality. And as long as you are running, you are affirming that your current self is unacceptable. You aren't growing, you're just vibrating with anxiety. Do you want to spend your whole life being a becoming, or do you want to finally be? Watts famously argued that the more you try to stay on the surface of the water, the faster you sink. But when you try to sink, you float. This is the backwards law. The self-improvement industry is a billion-dollar machine built on the premise that you are a shoddy piece of equipment that needs an upgrade. But think about it. If you were actually as broken as you think you are, you wouldn't even have the intelligence to know you needed to change. The very fact that you desire light proves that you are not the darkness. You are caught in a loop. You treat your mind like a muddy pool. The more you splash around trying to clear the mud, the muddier it gets. The more you try to fix yourself, the more you prove to yourself that you are broken. The only way to see clearly is to stop. Stop the effort. Stop the bettering. Stop the war. There is a story Watts loved to share about a student who approached a master, desperate to find peace. The student was doing every technique, chanting, fasting, studying. He was working hard at being spiritual. The master took him to a stream that had been muddied by a passing cart. The student immediately jumped in and tried to smooth out the silt with his hands to make the water clear again. The master pulled him out and said, "Look what you've done. You've made it worse." They sat on the bank in silence. The student was frustrated, his ego itching to do something. But as they sat, the silt slowly settled on its own. The pebbles appeared. The reflection of the trees returned. The master whispered, "The water clears itself when you stop interfering." Your life is that stream. Your self-improvement is you jumping into the mud. You are the cart, the mud, and the student. The clarity you seek isn't something you create. It's what remains when you stop creating chaos. We are terrified that if we stop trying to be better, we will become monsters or failures. But look at the flowers. Look at the stars. Do they have to-do lists? Is a cloud a failure because it isn't shaped like a circle? You are a whirlpool in the river of the universe. The whirlpool doesn't try to be a whirlpool. It is a natural result of the river's flow. When you stop the exhausting project of self-improvement incorporation, you don't fall apart. You fall into place. You realize that the I you were trying to fix was just a ghost, a bundle of memories and social expectations that never existed in the first place. So, here is your homework. Give up. Not in despair, but in total confidence. Realize that you cannot improve yourself any more than you can polish a brick into a mirror. You are already the finished product of 14 billion years of cosmic evolution. Take a breath and notice something strange. Without all this effort, without all this becoming, what exactly is missing right now? And if you stay with that question, without rushing to answer it, you may begin to notice something even more unsettling. What you are underneath all this noise is not a problem waiting to be solved, but a presence that is already complete, silent, aware, untouched. This is what you have been searching for in every act of self-improvement. Not a better version of yourself, but freedom from the idea that you were ever incomplete. You are not becoming whole. You are what wholeness looks like before the mind begins to interfere. And the moment you stop trying to fix yourself, you don't become nothing. You discover you were never limited to begin with.